What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another Call of Duty video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I don't know really how to label it. It's more so an open-ended thing than news per se, and that's something that I don't really usually do up on the channel here, but I wanted to let you guys know about a little theory that I had, or rather, idea, not necessarily a theory, but something I want to bring you guys and maybe get your feedback here on it, because I wanted to share this with you guys. I thought it was kind of cool. You guys seem to like it whenever I asked it over on Twitter, but what I'm talking about here today are COD remasters, more than just Call of Duty 4 and maybe even the theorized Modern Warfare 2. What I'm thinking is, why don't we have a remaster for every single year? Now, as it stands right now, 2008 was 8 years ago, so 8 some years since Call of Duty 4 has been in its prime, since it was the primary game of the year, and since then, a lot of people still have wanted to see that come back to be remastered, because it was a very early development game in terms of Call of Duty on consoles and what it was the capabilities of here with it. So a lot of people wanted this for quite some time, and nearly a decade later, we're finally getting it, which to a lot of people is the saving grace for Call of Duty 2016. If we look at it in a broad perspective, not too many people really were, say, super enthusiastic about Infinity Ward's next game. I personally had an open mind. I wasn't a fan of Ghosts, and I know a lot of people weren't either, but it's something that going into it, it did have a lot of skepticism behind it. So what this does is effectively allow the players that don't want to progress to stay where they are and to know exactly what they're doing with boots on the ground and things like that. But for those that really want to go out and play the brand new thing every single game, there is then that option to branch out, because I'll be totally honest with you, and being 100% serious, there is only a finite amount of resources and wars that we can choose from in the past and or present, so fictional and even futuristic and sci-fi is the only way that we can keep having fresh ideas and the brand to grow and grow. A lot of people may not like that sentiment because, well, Call of Duty has always been one of those things that the most popular were the games that were set in the past or present. That's always been how people have thought about it, and for the large majority of players, the further expansion into the future and the crazier it gets, well, it doesn't really allow for too much expansion. So for those that don't like it, we could have remasters bringing back the classic boots on the ground that everybody loved, and for those that really don't mind the expansion and outward boost of where this is going in the franchise, that could be something that the new game continually expands outward. And let's not forget, we have a ton of different games to pull from here that would be perfect for boots on the ground that people loved and had that nostalgia for, those including World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2. And I mean, I guess you could throw Ghosts in there because it's boots on the ground, but I don't think too many people would be nostalgic for that one. But this also then could bring into the account the fact that it brings back the value of pre-orders and maybe even season passes for DLC. The big thing here with these is that pre-orders have kind of lost value because a lot of people see it as a way that developers get your money early without you even playing the game, and it's kind of a cheap little form of getting that money and kind of swindling the player and the consumer. With that being said though, if it guarantees a full game that you know you're going to love, that's something that definitely brings back the value here with it. As well, if the season pass is something that offers DLC for all these games, that'll jointly disperse DLC for the current game as well as the remastered game, that's something that I think would be a great idea here and bring back the value of that, because, well, in Black Ops 3, as much as I love Black Ops 3, the season pass really isn't that much worth it. Sure, you save $10, but there's no DLC weapons that you get to use before anybody else. There's no real perks other than that $10 off at the beginning of the year. As well, it also would then guarantee somebody being able to buy something in terms of what they'll enjoy regardless of which one they play more in terms of the sales for Activision. A lot of this now boils down to the business side of it and really where it could be the most profitable. I think definitely if this works out with COD 4, I think that's definitely something that's going to be considered going further into the future, but it would guaranteed be nice to see those sales numbers boosted and a definite change in those pre-order numbers because it guarantees you a game. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little idea that I wanted to let you guys know about. A little theory, maybe, if you want to call it that, but more so just an open-ended idea, and I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below on this. What do you guys think of this idea? Do you like it? Would you guys pre-order a game to get another remaster in the future? And if so, would you guys want to see all of the previous Boots on the Ground games remastered here with each coming release afterwards? Love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 30,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help and is, as always, greatly appreciated. And of course, anything regarding Infinite Warfare and COD 2016, I'll be talking about it here up on the channel almost as soon as it breaks, or rather as quickly as I possibly can do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care. and peace.